Hey everybody, welcome back to the True North Life Homestead. Hopefully you can hear me. Today is a big work day. Kevin's gone a little bit farther with the lawnmower, so this is a lot better. So you can see just all the stuff just hanging out. There's propane and all that for when we had to cook when our power was out. I'm weed whacking right now in my snowsuit because the bugs are so bad. We've let it go so long you can barely see my garden. And I will show you guys that now. I guess it's a little embarrassing, but I will show you. So depending on the angle you look at, you can't even tell that there are garden beds there. These guys are almost like they're 2.5 to 3 feet tall depending on which one you're looking at, so it's a little embarrassing. You can see that they're planted. As soon as we get all the weeds out of here, they're gonna look absolutely gorgeous. This is a project that I have to get done too. A couple of garden beds are gonna go in there, but it was a playpen. Thankfully, Grandma's able to take baby girls today, so we are able to get some stuff done. We have a lot of stuff planted in here. I have tomatoes, herbs, lettuce, spinach, carrots are up here, garlic, onions. There's a couple of cabbages. I'm going to plant all the beans that are in my hand that are going over there. And there's bell peppers, and there's honeydew and watermelon in the back. Trellises, we're going to try that over trellises here. I have a freaking chipmunk. I'm going to kill him. Shouldn't say that. I'm gonna get rid of him. So over here I had the same as over there. Beautiful tomatoes started from seed. So super stinking excited. Hey look, do you see any more tomatoes? No. Stinking chipmunk. So I'm pretty sure it's a chipmunk. He's been gnawing it off at the bottom. So I'm hoping that getting rid of all these weeds will help reduce his likelihood to come back, because it's not great. Yeah, you can see all this stuff behind me. You know, it doesn't need to be there. It doesn't need to be falling over. It doesn't need to be covered in weeds. This I've got to recycle, so if the compost that I was using this year, just so it doesn't blow away because the wind is also really bad on our homestead. But as we go along, I hope you guys enjoy. We're gonna hunker down and get some things done. I'll update you as we find some cool things. For the most part, for our garden, we do kind of a little bit more of intense gardening. Again, chipmunk strike number 2. He took another one of my cabbages, so I've only got two of them. I only got 2 out of 4 that I planted, but this is why I plant extra. I only really wanted to. So, thanks, Mr. Squirrel. You weaned it out for me because I just don't have the heart to kill plants that I've, grown from seed. But we're doing a little bit more intense planting today. So I like everything's irrigated, everything's super composted and ready to go. So I do like to do a little bit more of an intense planting. So like I just planted beans. You might see that they're a little bit closer together. And how I get the spacing for that, I love this tool. A seeding square. Push it down on the ground, poke the holes in it, plop your seeds in, and you're good to go. Little cabbages that the squirrel is attacking. There's one there. I can't decide if I should move them or if it would be fun just to kind of plant around them, because I had one there, one here, and one here. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just leave them where they are, and then I'll just kind of come in and plant around them, because I can do a couple of things of beets. I can do a couple of different things in here. Because they'll turn over faster than the cabbages will. So hopefully that'll help. We'll see. We'll have to stay tuned for the plan. This is what I use right now. So the different colors of the holes tell you the spacing for different things. Sometimes you have to do it off the corner. So if you're planting something like a zucchini or a squash or something that's a little bit bigger, you need the full 4 square feet for one plant. But for beans and herbs and like most other things, you just stick this thing down and you're ready to go. So you push it down into the soil, and you're supposed to be left with, if my ground is even, a line that tells you where everything is. I'm kind of evening this out as I go because, in my brain, even is not even. But poke the holes in. I have to see. So right now I'm planting beets, so I just have to look up really quick which color to use. And then we'll go to town on planting these beets. Beets are planted with the cabbage. This bed is completely out of control. So I had, oh boy, I have a yellow jacket nest somewhere in there, or at least just one yellow jacket. I've only ever seen one at a time, so I can't really tell, but they are typically in colonies, so I'm terrified of this space. However, my broccoli does need to go in here now. I still need to weed it. I gotta go through it like crazy. So I'm probably gonna go check the battery of the whippersnipper because I'm a chicken, and I'm gonna go and cut down all this stuff around it, get some weeding done. That way if the bee's still hanging out, then if he stings me, at least he'll be stinging my snowsuit, not me, because that would suck. And then we'll get the broccoli planted in there today. Mostly been doing touch-ups while we're waiting for the batteries to charge, but I got a little bit more planted. So behind me here I've got celery, thyme, basil, parsley, dill, chives, and cilantro. So I've planted a little bit more of those. I gotta plant more thyme and celery. I didn't plant any more. I love planting organic seeds, but the problem with planting organic seeds when you have such intensity seeding is that you run out of seed really quick, and it can be a little bit more expensive. So if you guys are just starting out gardening, organic is great, but not necessary. I mean, at the end of the day, you're just trying to feed people. So I think if you can go for food over being specific, then I'd probably pick food every time. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try and clean up this bee bed and get our broccoli planted next. There it is from this angle. I think it was roughly the same angle that I did this morning. Look at that. You can actually tell that there are beds in there. Oh, so pretty. All right, I gotta call it for the day there, but you can see we got our broccoli planted. Super stoked about what we got done. I can actually see my bed. If we go over to the spot where I showed you at the beginning, you can see a huge difference. But we got beans planted, we got broccoli planted, beets planted, herbs planted over here, whoop, over there. Everything's mowed. You can see a lot of the stuff we got growing here. So there's the lettuce, carrots, spinach, garlic. That one didn't come up so well, actually. That one came up a lot better. Garlic and onions. And then in the back, they're just starting to come up. It's the, I gotta give those guys a little bit more TLC, but that is watermelon and honeydew at the moment. So thank you for hanging out with me today. We got so much done. I'm super duper happy about this, but time to go see my baby girl, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.